It's that time of year again. We have the full financial report from Games Workshop, and this goes over everything. New profits, video, IP details. We have mention of Amazon Studios in here as well. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, I am going to start with the video IP licenses and the mention of Amazon, which is kind of underwhelming, to be fair. But I just want to say, before we do jump into this, the link to this full report is in the description of the video. So if you want to go over and read it for yourself, then you're free to do so. So onto the licensing stuff at the start. I'm going to put the image up in the background so you can read it along with me. It basically states, Warhammer IP is rich, and, they have a duty to always enforce, Warhammer is not, taken and used in different ways that they see it, yada, 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 all that stuff that we kind of know about. The main thing is right at the bottom where it states entertainment. Our contract negotiations with Amazon Studios continue, so within normal legal constraints, we have nothing more we can add, and we will update you accordingly. That is it. That is all that's mentioned with Amazon in this article. I Controlled F searched everything in here. That is the only mention of Amazon Studios. There's no mention of Henry Cavill, what films there is, what TV shows potentially is going to be out there. It literally just states our contract negotiations with Amazon Studios continue, which to me says that nothing really has been signed, right? Again, I'm new to this whole TV movie deal thing and stuff like that. If someone is in the know, is in that industry, is this a normal thing to happen, like negotiations to go on for this long? Because don't forget, I think it was it coming up to a year now when we got it actually announced, and I thought by this time when this when this report would come out, everything would be signed and we would be moving forward, pre-production, even some storyboards out there, maybe starting to get some interviews from certain people building the hype up for this potential new Warhammer movie / TV show series, whatever is going to bloody come first. So yeah, a bit concerned about that, but hopefully this is just a normal process in this industry. So yeah, I'm going to be looking out for that, and hopefully we'll get to see some more information about that very, very soon. Staying with Warhammer Entertainment, let's move on to Warhammer Plus, because this has some interesting numbers as well. Again, I'm going to put the image up in the background so you can read it along with me. It says, our subscription service for Warhammer fans is approaching its second year. It is a new way to explore the worlds of Warhammer. You'll find original animations and shows, access to Warhammer 40,000, the Age of Sigmar apps, a digital vault archive packed with decades of lore and magazines, subscriber offers. Does it have subscriber offers? I'm not too sure. And exclusive miniatures. The exciting content delivered through Warhammer Plus will remain an integral part of our digital offer and how we share our IP. Now, this is the big one. It says subscriber numbers are currently at 136,000. That is right now. And from last year, 2022, it was 105,000. So if you do my quick maths, beep, 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 that is, I think it's around 31,000 extra Warhammer Plus subscribers than they had this time last year. So for them, that is seen to me, I don't know, is that a success for them? Is that low numbers for them? Did they expect more for that? It doesn't really mention it in the article at all, but all I see is that it's gone up by 31,000 people subscribing to Warhammer Plus. I'll hold my hands up right now. Technically, I am a Warhammer Plus subscriber, because when I went to Warhammer Fest, a part of my ticket entry, they actually gave me a year's free subscription to Warhammer Plus. So is it like the majority of people like that are adding to these numbers? I don't really know. It doesn't really go into detail about that. But yeah, technically, I am now a Warhammer Plus subscriber. I'm moving over to the licensing deals for video games and that type of IP. Again, image in the background if you want to read along with me. It basically says that during the period of our licensing partners launched 5 new games, 4 for PC, console and stuff like that. It mentions Dark Tide, Bolt Gun, Tacticus. It says 2 new games were announced in that period, Realms of Ruin, which we all know, and the combat racing game Speed Freaks, which I had the pleasure to play as a demo, which I thought was actually a fantastic game. New games launching in 2023, 2024, Realms of Ruin and Space Marine 2. Now, I think Realms of Ruin is quite far off. That's just me saying that, right? That's my take on this. So I'm hoping it's Space Marine 2 that could be releasing at the end of this year that I theorize. It's probably not. It's probably going to be coming out in 2024, winter 2024, like, you know, around January, February, around that time. But I'm hoping that that is in relation to Space Marine 2. Fingers crossed that actually does come out. But, you know, of course, I want the game to be ready. I don't want them to rush it out because I want this game to be perfect. It mentions like Warp Forge and stuff with unreleased dates. But right at the bottom, it says, in total, there are 9 unreleased games in development and 2 new licenses were signed in the year. So we do have more Warhammer 40,000 games coming out. Now, this can be anything from a PC game to a console game to a phone game. We literally don't know what this is. I wish they would list them, but of course they're not going to do that because people like me go through these and we get to see everything that's mentioned. So sadly, we don't know what that is, but hopefully a little bit of hope, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for Space Marine 2 players like me. Maybe, just maybe, it's coming this year. And basically right at the end, I'm just going to go through some quick maths hammer. This is all down to Filthy Green Name. Thank you, Filthy. I'm literally going to read it from my phone right now. So he says staff bonuses up to 4K from 3.5. So if you're a staff member at Games Workshop, you got an extra 500 quid in your back pocket because of all the success of the company. Revenue up 13.5% with profit before tax up 8%. So stonks still rising, still showing profit with Games Workshop. Trade accounts went up by 15.7%. Now, that is, of course, down to Games Workshop charging trade accounts more for the products, which means that we, the consumer, buying from third-party shops, were the ones who really got punched in it because we weren't saving as much as we were. But, of course, GW are the ones that profited from this because it states in this financial report that they are now up 15.7% with trade accounts, and that's basically the main thing. I'm sure there's more stuff in there if you're like a financial person and you really want to rip this apart, but I've just covered the main points that really stick out to me. The really big thing about this is the Amazon stuff, and it's like, yes, Amazon news, there is no news. That really let me down because I was hoping that we could get some big stuff on this because I personally think that's going to be the next big step for Games Workshop as a company. If this deal does go through and they go to Amazon and we get the TV shows and the movies and hopefully by the Emperor, hopefully they're amazing and they're good, I think this is going to bring a brand new stepping stone, really, to the franchise, to we the fans, and we can literally go anywhere. Imagine just going to the movies and sitting down and watching a 40k film in like IMAX, Henry Cavill playing Valoris and just killing everyone inside. It would be absolutely god tier. Amazing. Well, it would be for me anyway. That's something that I would absolutely love. Right, enough waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below and we'll give a nice little chin wag down there as we always do. See ya. Have a great day and bye-bye.